welcome to my channel. I am Tori Lynn. Let's blossom today. Today is just going to be kind of a play around with makeup, have fun kind of video. I sat down today with the intention to do one video, one certain makeup look, and I just don't feel like doing it. So I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? And I'm sitting here drinking my all pink drink. This is the Starburst all pink strawberry like powder you pour in your water, and it's so good. Anyways, I'm sitting here drinking this in my little tie-dyed sweatshirt here, and I think we need to do a pretty pink look. I didn't know what I was gonna do. We're gonna do something fun and pink today. I went through and I pulled out all of my palettes that have bright, vibrant pinks. They weren't neon. I didn't want to do a neon pink. So I have, let's see, this is the BoxyCharm and Pure Cosmetics palette that's got some pretty pink shades in it. And then I've got the My Little Pony ColourPop palette that's got some really pretty pinks in it and purples and whatnot, some pretty colors in it. And then of course I've got the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette because this has got a couple really fun bright pink shades. I think I'm going to start with the face because even if the eyes don't turn out that great, that's okay. But we're just chit-chatting, hanging out today. So let's just get started. I think I kind of want my skin to look kind of glowy, although it is actually a pretty cool summer day. It's only, I think the high today was supposed to be like 60 or 65, and it's really cloudy. Like, there's not a patch of blue sky out there, but you know, it's alright. We just gonna curl up. That's why I'm wearing my sweatshirt today. Let's just cozy up and do some fun makeup. So I'm going to start with the Believe Beauty Radiantly Primer. This primer doesn't do great at pore filling, but it really adds a beautiful sheen. And I'm not too terribly worried about filling in the pores because let's face it, I ain't going anywhere today. I'm just doing my makeup for fun. This just adds a really nice glowy sheen to the skin. I'm going to use another Believe Beauty product because, well, I have it. Why not use it, especially because I'm not going anywhere. This is their Skin Finish Foundation in the shade Buff. I honestly can't remember if this was a good foundation or not. Like as far as wearing goes. After I filmed that video, I'm trying to remember what I did. I don't really think I did anything. I think it was another day like today, and the video I'm referencing is my full face of Dollar General makeup. If you guys want to watch that video, I will link it down below, but literally went to Dollar General and bought a full face of makeup from them, and this was the brand of the makeup that I got because I wanted to get makeup I had never used before. And they had like Maybelline and CoverGirl and stuff I had worn before, so I went with this brand because I'd never heard of it. And I honestly don't remember if this foundation wore well or not, but obviously it really doesn't matter, does it? We're just doing it for fun today. It has a really good coverage though. That's the good thing about this foundation, good coverage. But anyways, what has everyone been up to this last couple of weeks? It's been a hot minute since I've done a get ready with me. I don't know that I've done one the last like month or so. My life has been pretty uneventful lately. I forgot to say my concealer is the Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline, and I use the shade Light. Anyways, I've been working 3 days a week for a couple months now actually, but other than that, we've done the Oregon Ice Cream Trail trip that I posted in one of my last vlogs. I think that was in the last vlog I posted. Seems like it should have been the vlog before because it was technically 2 weekends ago, but with the way everything fell and I planned out the vlog, it was in last week's vlog. Honestly, haven't been doing much. Things are just weird right now, as I'm sure you all know, so it's just kind of like nothing to do. And then I feel like if I go and do things, then I feel like I'm doing something wrong. So I feel like it's just best to stay at home right now. I'm just baking using my Coty Translucent Airspun Powder. I'm going to toss on my brow stand. I'm going to be using my Morphe micro brow pencil. This is in the shade Taupe. This is kind of a newer product to me. I probably had it for a week or two, and I really actually enjoy it. It gives a nice, pretty natural looking brow, and it has a lot smaller, more pencil end than the other brow pencils I have been using, which I actually don't mind. I feel like it's easier to get little strokes than, you know, big full-on brows. So I'm gonna throw my brows on real fast. I'm gonna go ahead and sweep away my baking now. I don't know about you guys, but I'm so ready for fall. I mean, honestly, I've been ready for fall for a while, but then today's weather hit and I'm just like, oh, fall, I am ready for you. And I went into one of the stores earlier today and they have their fall decorations out, or they're starting to get them out, and they went in some Halloween stuff. And I'm just like, yes, I'm here for it. And maybe only the beginning, the first week of August, but I don't know, I'm just ready for the cooler weather. I love the scent of fall, the cinnamon and the apples and just all the fall candles. And I love Halloween. I love decking up, I can't even talk today. Decorating for Halloween. Fall is my favorite time of year, and I know it's kind of a trend right now to love fall, for fall to be your favorite. And I'm not really sure why it's a trend, other than fall is amazing. I know not everybody's favorite season is fall, but it's just a trend. And for me, it started because growing up, my favorite season was always spring and summer. Usually like the end of spring, beginning of summer, and then summer. Because, well, my birthday's in spring, and then too, you know you're getting close to the school year being over. Go ahead and bronze up using my Urban Decay Beached Bronzer. And like, I don't know, that was just always my favorite time of year. And then I didn't like fall because school started in fall, and I'm not I hated school. School was not my favorite thing growing up. I hated it. I would dread, like, Sunday evening would come, and I would just get this, like, dread of, oh, I have to go to school tomorrow, which honestly now I would love to go back to that time, especially like mid-high school when I didn't have a job, especially right after when I first got my car. Like, that, to go back to having very little responsibility, very few cares in the world, that would be great. I would love that. I know not everybody would. Some people are like, you couldn't pay me to go back to high school, but honestly, I could go back to high school, and I wish I had tried harder. I feel like if I went back, I would try harder this time around, but I guess I don't really know. There's no option. I can't go back to high school and try harder. I feel like by the time I was in high school, I was just so done with school, but honestly, I just didn't realize how good I had it. Not having work, having freedom, not having responsibilities. It was great. But anyways, let's get back into fall. Actually, let's get into blush first. Blush. Today I'm going to be using the Burt's Bees blush in the shade Shy Pink. I think it's just a really pretty, bubbly, bright pink that will look gorgeous. Fall used to be my least favorite. Well, actually, probably always winter was my least favorite. But I didn't like fall because when fall was coming, so was school. But then I got out of school. And my first 6 months after graduation, I just worked. I didn't go to school. I didn't go to college. I didn't do anything. And then I started, in January, I started going to beauty school. So about 6 months after I graduated, I started beauty school, which meant school on Saturdays. I had school Monday through Friday, Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And I'm just kind of really rosying up my cheeks, you guys. And then Saturdays from 8 a.m. to noon. And then because I worked, when I was in high school, I started working in the middle of my junior year. I worked Monday through Friday after school until 5 o'clock. So usually I think my junior year, because I had full days of school, it was 3 to 5. So 2 hours, not that much. And then my senior year, I had school. I got out of school at noon, and so I worked from 1 to 5, I believe, if I can remember right. For highlight, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlight in the shade Bloom Time. It's the really pretty pink shade that they have. So I worked basically 1 to 5 during my senior year, and then during the summer also I worked 1 to 5. And then when I started beauty school, so I worked 1 to 5 Monday through Friday. And then when I started beauty school, being that I worked at school, or was at school until from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day, I worked on Mondays from 9 a.m. to 5, and then on Saturdays, because the place I worked at was also open on Saturdays, I worked at a car dealership, and so on the weekdays I did like office assistant stuff. I filed and scanned and did all that stuff. And then on the weekends, on Saturdays, I worked from 12 to 5, and I did receptionist, front desk stuff. So when I got into beauty school, it was all year long. You know, you didn't get holiday breaks, other than you did get, I want to say we got 2 weeks off for Christmas. They were closed for 2 weeks during Christmas, and that was the only time of the year that we really got closed, other than we got to close for Easter, we got to close for Thanksgiving, and a couple other holidays. I can't remember, maybe like the 4th of July and that kind of stuff. We did get special holidays off. Move into the eye look. But anyway, so summer didn't have as big effect on me. When you start working on the weekends or in school on the weekends, you don't really get to go camping and go to the lakes and do all these things with all your friends and family because they're off on the weekends and you're not. And so summer kind of felt the wayside, but then I started I love the clothes of fall, so I started really loving the clothes for fall time. I love the colors. I love, like I said, the smells, the candles, and we buy a lot of Scentsy, so I love the Scentsy smells, and so fall just kind of started to grow on me. It was more my time of thriving because summer didn't matter so much anymore. Now I'm going to take my Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, and I think I'm going to jump right into the shade called Flamingo. Like, I'm just going to go hit it hot. But I'm just going to start by popping this right in the crease. This shade's called Flamingo, by the way. I don't even remember if I said that. Anyway, so I kind of lost my love for summer and grew a love for fall, and then I felt like shortly after, everybody started loving fall, and maybe that's because we all became adults and realized we hate everything else. I don't know. Anyways, fall is coming, and you go into the stores and they have all their decorations out, and I have been feeling fall, so I've been watching Charmed because it's kind of, to me, more of a fall Halloween-y kind of show because it's, you know, it's about ghosts and it's about witches and all kinds of Halloween-y creatures. So I've been watching that, and I don't know, I really am feeling fall. The other thing I've been feeling, guys, is Disney. Like, I'm so ready for a trip to Disney. I know Disneyland is not open, and that's where we would be going because it's a much, much closer. Only about a 12, 13-hour drive to Disneyland, or we could fly to Florida, and that's too dang far. Now, I think I want to coat my whole lid with this. So I'm just going to go ahead and coat the lid with it as well. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing as far as a goal look. I just know I want to do something crazy. Kind of want to match my sweatshirt, although this pink's a little brighter than my sweatshirt, but that's okay. I will be doing a fall decorating video in the next month or so. Usually I like to decorate for fall September 1st or around then, depending on my days off, which right now are plentiful. I don't know what day September 1st is, but either way, it'll only be a few days before or a few days after. And then I usually decorate for Halloween on October 1st. And then November, I go back to fall until Thanksgiving. On Thanksgiving, I switch to Christmas. I just love decorating. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Now I'm going to go with the shade called Shy. It's a really soft, blushy pink that I'm going to smoke out the outer edge of that hot pink with. I think I'm going to set that palette aside now and take a look in those other two palettes and kind of see what I want to do. I'm going to take this shade. It's kind of a purpley, pinky, magenta-y shade. And I'm going to work that right in the outer corner. Ooh, that's a bright color. The funny thing is I don't even feel like on camera it's popping up at all, but it's pretty bright. I also feel like I kind of want to take that same shade and kind of smoke out that lower lash line. I don't know why, I just think it'll look pretty. I'm just going to take a good blending brush and kind of blend all that together. So those palettes didn't have the color I was looking for, so now I'm going to jump into the Jeffree Star Cremated palette, and I'm going to use the shade called Diamond Ashes. It's that really intense white glittery shade, and I'm going to pop that on the lid. think this will add just kind of a fun, yeah, frosty, bright look to the eye. To suffice my craving for Disney, I have been watching people on YouTube with their Disney vlogs, or there's a couple like Disneyland foodie channels and stuff that I have been like gorging myself in, just enjoying it, because I really miss Disney. I haven't been in a couple of years now. Actually, it's been almost 3 years. Now I'm going to take this bright shimmery purple shade and I'm going to pop that on the inner corner. This will kind of tie in that purpliness going on the sweater. I don't feel like that purple is really translating like at all on camera, but it's actually really pretty in person. It's quite pigmented. It's almost an iridescent purple, which maybe is why it's not picking up on camera. But I'm kind of bummed about that. Maybe when I watch this back, I'll be able to see that, okay, it is translating okay, but at this point, it doesn't really look like it. Okay, let's go ahead and spray our face down. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Makeup Setting Mist. You have to be careful with this stuff. If your eyes are not closed, it has such a strong spray. It's gonna get in your eyes. Alright, let's go ahead and throw some lashes on, I guess. So my lashes are drying. My camera had some issues, so while it was dealing with all of its issues, I went and threw some mascara on my top lashes, but not looking. I kind of think I need a little bit on my bottom lashes as well. So this is the NARS Climax mascara. While I was waiting for the camera to finish doing its things, I pulled out some lipsticks. These are the Jeffree Star Shane Dawson lip colors. I think I almost feel like this one's too pale, but maybe not. And this one I feel like it's got too much shimmer in it. So I think we're gonna go with the matte one called Oh My God and see how this looks. I don't know that I've ever actually worn this shade, because oh my god is right, that is so pale. Okay, plan number 2. I actually just wore this shade not that long ago on this channel on one of my videos, so I think what I'm gonna do is kind of wipe that off and use this shade first, and then maybe do some kind of ombre effect with this shade. This one I don't actually know the shade of because it came in a mystery box and it has a question mark in the name spot, so I don't know. Yeah, that shade's a little more my speed. Matches the eyes a little bit more, but now we're gonna go ahead and take the other shade and see what we can do. It's actually kind of a pretty lip. Very bright. I think if I was gonna wear this lip, it would have to go with something a little bit different colored on the eyes. Yeah, I have just been, like I said, dreaming about fall and dreaming about trips to Disney have been like my life, my world lately. Let me know what you guys have been doing to pass the time, or if you even feel like you're in quarantine anymore. I know a lot of lives are back to somewhat normal with work and things, so I don't really necessarily feel like I'm in quarantine anymore because I'm back to work, but it's still not, life is still not the same as it was before. But anyways, let me know what you guys have been into, what your life has been like, what have you been dreaming about, and also let me know what you think about this look down below. Obviously, it's the whole lash glue over here drying. Bright, fun look. Not what I had envisioned wearing today when I sat down to film. Like I said, I had planned another video and then just decided I really didn't want to do it. It's fun, it's bright, it's not something I would ever wear out, but I enjoyed doing it. Sometimes it's fun to just sit down and play around with makeup, have a good time. I feel like a lot of times in my videos I'm always wearing the makeup out places, and so I don't want to go and do some bright crazy look like this, because who wants to wear a look like this to Walmart or Marshall's? Like, people probably look at you funny, but honestly I love how it came out. I think it's super fun, and I enjoyed this type of video, just sitting down and seeing what we come up with. So if you guys liked this type of video, if you want to see more of these, then give this video a thumbs up and always comment down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.